Hey there YouTube, this is Elite Master bringing you another video review. This time I'll be taking a look at the 1/35th scale Vincent Commander type. This is the Commander type which was piloted by Guilford Gilfried in Code Geass R2. Now the Commander type, this version anyway, the Vincent is a mass-produced version of the Lancelot. They took the technology from the Lancelot and tried to mass produce it. Of course they couldn't get the exact replication because the Lancelot was one of a kind, but they did pretty much as good as they possibly could. Now then, sorry about this, just fixing his hand. It's a little messed up right now. But as you can see, his main colors are this lightish purple. It looks almost blue on the camera for some reason, but it's a lightish purple, almost violet. This metallic purple for a lot of parts on him, and this gray, light gray and a dark gray. Now then, he does have several stickers, just like the Lancelot. Like an eye sticker, a green sticker for the forehead jewel thing. There's supposed to be a purple sticker that goes around here, which is right there, but I didn't put it on. There's supposed to be two of them. I didn't put it on because I'm thinking about painting this guy. Taking that metallic purple and just making it straight purple. I don't know, the metallic purple looks nice. But they have stickers for these pieces, these gray pieces, which instead of just making them purple, they're gray, and you have to put giant stickers on them. I don't see a reason for that. You also got two stickers on the side of each slash Harkin right here, which you don't get a wire for, or you don't even get an open version of slash Harkin. They're just there. They're faux. Now then, for articulation, his head's pretty good. It's on the ball joint. Move forward and back, side to side, rotate, 360. He's got an extra joint in the neck itself, so it can look up a little bit more, down, up a little bit more. His arms can move forward and back, up and down a little bit, rotate. He's got that same armor covering on the arm like I liked with the Lancelot. Move outward, rotate below the shoulder, bend the elbow at one joint. Really good for one joint. And he's got this nice armor separation inside the elbow. Like you see that there, and when he bends it, the armor goes into his arm. And then when you unbend it, it comes back out. That's very nice. His hands are on a ball joint, wiggle, rotate. Waist is a ball joint, can rotate side to side, not really 360, just because of the design, but something fell. There's a blade. His legs are just like the Lancelot's, unhindered because of no skirts. Move forward, back, out a little bit, rotate, bend at the knee. Now these knees are nicer and they're thicker, but they still don't look all that great than the Lancelot's. Foot's on the same mechanism as the Lancelot, move side to side, ball joint, side to side, rotate. His land spinners are very similar. Move in and out, rotate there, rotate here. And his wheels are actually rubber instead of plastic like on the Lancelot. So he's got a more rolling ability for that, I guess. Now then, he does have an opening cockpit. Open that there, and there you see. Or you can pop off the top and see Guilford in there, piloting it with the also extremely nicely detailed cockpit. Each of these holsters are on ball joints. You can rotate them around, wiggle them around, position them wherever you want. And while I'm on that one, I get to accessories. Now on him, other than the land spinners and the fake slash harkins, he has the needle blazer, which is essentially a gun on his elbow. You raise his elbow up, which is why I think the elbow articulation is so good. Pull this thing up, and then he shoots things in the face with it. I believe the first time this is seen being used was in the, I think it was the first episode of R2, where the original Vincent, the gold custom version, piloted by Lucia's fake brother Rollo. Spoiler. And speaking of that, sorry, I'm going to cut off here for a second. But in the instructions, they show a picture of the Lancelot Conquista, the Gurren Nishiki, the Vincent Rollo colors, the Tristan, and I forget, was piloted by the pink-haired lolly character. But these two are pictures of the models. This is already a model, the Conquista, but I've never seen these two things in model kits. I would love to have a Tristan model kit, and whatever that is. Forget its name at the moment, but it'll come back to me. And in this, it's also showing that you can take the Conquista's backpack and hook it up to the Vincent. But yeah, so that's essentially the accessories on this guy, and a segue into the ideas of what other model kits they have out for this series. Now then, he has several accessories. Other than the hands he has on him, he has holding things hands, 2 of them. Now then, in order to make him hold anything, you have to take his hands apart. But first, let me show you the different things you can do with his Master Vibration swords. You got these small little bits you can put the sword in, and you'll notice there's a little notch right there. That's so you can store them in these. You take the sword, put them upward with the notch pointing in, and there are a couple of little divots, not divots, pegs, that you then put the swords into. There we go. You put it in, push, and they're stored. And they kind of look like wings on the side, which with the backpack would look really nice with the X formation on it, which is why I want to get the Conquista really bad. I might give the backpack to the Vincent if it suits me. But you can take them out, pull the blade out, and the blade's more than gray, so if you want it to be in its active form, you're going to have to paint it. You also have these handles, the longer handles. Put them in there, and he's got a peg. Now then, to make him hold them, like I said, you gotta take apart the hand. Take apart the hand. Sorry. There's a peg right there on the handle, and a slot inside the back of the hand. Peg him in. Close it up, and he can hold the sword. And switching hands is just as easy as it was with the Lancelot. Only, I like this a lot better, because the hand and the handle for the sword aren't just one piece. They're different color plastic. So awesome. But you also get 2 of these, the single handles, and you get 2 of these dual handles. It's essentially both of the extended handles from the swords put together, so you can have a Master Vibration staff. And this is usually what I pose him with, the Master Vibration staff. And he's also got another hand, like I said, so you can just put it in there, peg it in, close it up, rip out that hand, put this hand in, and he's got the Master Vibration staff, which is really nice looking. But you're still going to have to paint the blade red if you want it to be in active mode. But that means you wouldn't really be able to store it, because it'd be in active mode but stored in It's really a conundrum. But yeah, that's essentially the Vincent in a nutshell. Oh, for articulation, I forgot to mention this on the Lancelot as well, but he's got a tail. Yeah, that fulfilled your lives. Fulfilled my life. No, it did. But also what I forgot to mention Lancelot is there's an action base hole on the bottom of the cockpit. So if you have an action base, you can slot that in there. But this is a nice model kit. I like it. I've heard things about it. But a lot of those things I've heard haven't happened to me yet. Like they say that the land spinners are way too tight on this joint and snap a lot. Nothing on mine. They're really smooth, very nice. I think it's just a quality control problem. And that a lot of people say that the plastic is brittle. It's not the best plastic, but not brittle for me. It held up pretty well while I was cutting it off the tree. They look pretty nice still. And I really have very little things to say about this thing bad. Anyway. Well, that's my review of the Code Geass R2 Vincent Commander type. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for more. See y'all later.